Hi, this is Bill Watkins. Thanks for taking a moment and looking with me into the Word of God. Today we're at James chapter 4, and let's look at verses 1 through 3. I want you to notice some words that repeat. Where do wars and fights come from among you? Do they not come from your desires for pleasure that war in your members? You lust and do not have. You murder and covet and cannot obtain. You fight and war, yet you do not have because you do not ask. You ask and do not receive because you ask amiss that you may spend it on your own pleasures. Notice the word pleasure. He says wars and fights come from desires for pleasure. And the reason that we sometimes ask and do not receive is because what we're asking for is something that we will spend in our own pleasure. Desire for pleasure is a destructive thing. In fact, if you read Luke chapter 8, when Jesus talked about the good seed and the types of soil, he says, those that fall among the thorns are those who, when they have heard, go out and are choked with cares and riches and pleasures of life and bring forth no fruit to maturity. That's Luke chapter 8, verse 14. Pleasures. In Titus chapter 3, verse 3, we ourselves were also once foolish, disobedient, deceived, serving various lusts and pleasures, living in malice and envy, hateful and hating one another. The desire for pleasure leads to war, not just war from nation to nation, but the desire for pleasure leads to the war between one human being and another, and even war that takes place in my own spirit between my better tendencies and my desire for pleasure. We have to choose whether life is about serving our pleasure or whether it's about serving our God. Which will it be for you today? Thanks for watching.